urgently change places because of my father's work and say goodbye to my best friend. Since I had joined halfway through the school semester, it was understandable to me that my new class already had separate groups. But even the thought of getting a chance to be in at least one of those groups used to excite me. Every single action of mine was an attempt to be like them. Days passed by, but I still had nobody to rely upon. I got so occupied in attempting to find a place with others that I neglected to stay in contact with my best friend. It had been months, so I decided to call her and ask her how she is. She answered my call and told me, academically, she's flourishing. Her scores are up. I got confused. For all the time I had spent with her, she always told me that academics was not her strongest suit. How did this happen? Then she told me that while the only friend she had moved away, she worked on herself and ended up discovering her potential. Isn't that interesting? I realized that while I was investing so much energy into resembling others, she found her strengths. Nevertheless, life is a book of lessons, and I knew solitude was my next step. With a lot of experiences, I had learned the power of solitude, but I will state its importance within the next few minutes. We all go through these moments in life where we feel helpless, alone. It depends on us if we connect that state of solitude into a negative outcome or make it our power, stand firm, and say goodbye to this fear. Fear. Why is loneliness feared? Society's thoughts and beliefs has convinced us humans to think that we need someone to come and save us. Several movies and network programs where the main character exists, but that person's life or soul gets completed when some other character from some other part of the world comes and saves this person, removing all problems of life. Is this how our reality works? What are we teaching our young generations? They can't solve their problems alone. Their brains are being trained to make decisions with the help of someone else. Our brain is like a box, filled with ideas or thoughts that belong to us. This can be easily attained through the concept of positive solitude. What is positive solitude? It refers to intentional and purposeful seeking of alone time for reflection, introspection, and creativity. It can be a valuable tool for self-discovery and personal growth. If you fill this box with any idea that does not belong to you, you will lose something that was truly yours. The freedom that you had will simply go away. In fact, introverts have used positive solitude as a really powerful tool and crafted masterpieces. Kendrick Lamar, a famous musician who used solitude to reflect on his life experiences and societal issues, channeling them into a powerful and impactful music. Oprah Winfrey, actress, entrepreneur. She stated that one of the reasons why she was financially so successful is because she was grounded in her own self. Can we still associate solitude with giving us a fatalistic outcome? I request all of you to take 5 seconds to look at this painting and think what it might reflect upon. I really admire this painting. It's called The Disillusioned One by Ferdinand Hudler, a popular Swiss artist. It's a striking oil painting from 1903 that captures the essence of symbolism. The painting depicts a solitary person covered in a blue cloak that cascades down in rhythmic waves, mirroring the inner turmoil. Face is downcast, eyes filled with sadness and disillusionment. Elongated brushstrokes, rhythmic repetition of forms, and characteristic style. This all contributes to the overall sense of melancholy and isolation. Yes, sadness or isolation is the main idea of this painting. But thinking mechanism of every individual differ. I simply think that this person is healing from its pain through the state of solitude. Looking at it from my perception, this quiet environment is giving a positive outcome. Why should I be embarrassed about it? Why is it wrong? Why can it be wrong? It is because as time is passing by, world under this round planet is forced and controlled to feel the need to fit in with people. I mean, think about it. Will we all be able to challenge ourselves alone in a room, coming up with an idea? It may take seconds, minutes, maybe even hours. But this boredom and solitude will help one build their minds as original as possible. Positive outcome of solitude was proved in a series of experiments where a few undergraduate students were asked to sit in a quiet room for 15 minutes, just 15 minutes. According to the teacher's observations, any strong emotions such as anxiety, fear, anger, felt by the participants dropped. Isn't that fascinating? In this book called The Art of Being Alone by Renuka Gavrani, she states that you just have to learn to not loathe yourself for having some traits that are not accepted in a well-dressed society. Because after all, our world is bound by these differences. Thank you.